Artificial intelligence is creeping into our children's phones in a very alarming way. Perpetrators are now using AI to create fake sexually explicit images of teens to embarrass and tarnish reputations. CBS 19's Mariah Conduff spoke to a parent and a Smith County detective who are encouraging parents to talk to their kids before they press send.
The top 10 most popular apps for teens, all of them are social media.
Social media has given us access to the world at our fingertips.
It was not something that my husband and I dealt with growing up in our generation. We don't even know what the app face looks like on a phone.
From TikTok dances to wild story times.
It is so many red flags.
And restaurant reviews.
It's amazing, it is.
You name it, it all seems pretty harmless.
But anything that we have that is good, we've got people that are evil and will use it for evil.
But according to Smith County Detective Tim McDonald, child online safety is a rising concern for parents.
Social media changes faster than we can change anything else in our own lives. And so if we are not taking a proactive approach as a parent to protect our kids online, then we've lost the battle already.
Janae Hull and her husband have 2 daughters.
To our 10 and 6.
Although younger than the age of consent for social media, Hull says her family is already having those hard conversations.
They can be uncomfortable and awkward, but it's just so important. That's our role as parents, is to really advocate for our kids and teach them in ways that they're not able to right now.
Because social media is evolving into a digital dystopia.
Gone are the days of using silly filters on your pictures and videos.
Now users are using AI to create fake images of celebrities and teens.
It's dangerous in a sense that it can depict somebody doing something that they're not. You know, a lot of times it's being used for child pornography.
Although the images and videos are fake, the emotional damage caused to victims is real.
What are some of those emotions that these children are facing when they do have to come in here with their parents and say that this image has been altered?
The damaging effects are beyond the scope of their understanding. I have seen them firsthand, families that are just destroyed because of one image that got sent out.
Thanks to a recent change in Texas law enforcement can now prosecute people who modify images to create pornography.
When evil pops its head up like that, and even in a new way, it's comforting as a law enforcement to know that we have legislatures that will say, even still, we're not going to tolerate it.
A father of 3 himself, McDonald says it's important to tell your child no.
It is not easy. Well, my friends do, everybody ever do. That's great, but the answer is still no.
He and other community leaders teach workshops for other parents to become more technologically aware.
We teach parents to monitor, limit, and control what their kids have access to, the functionality of their device, who they can talk to.
They provided incredible resources, tools, tips, tricks, ways to talk with your child, ways to talk with other people who are influences in your child's life.
Detective McDonald encourages parental control settings on devices.
All 3 of our children have a tablet that they use for their school. They have to ask us permission to download any app, and we can then look at it and let me do some research, and then go back and say, you know what, I dug through it and I don't see anything wrong with it, so let's try it out. And be willing to say, absolutely not, we're not doing that.
And even if you trust your child, their friend behind the username may not be who they say they are.
Our brains don't fully develop until our 20s, yet we want to let our child have wide open, unfettered access to billions of people, serial killers, rapists, terrorism.
Protecting kids before they post. Mariah Conduff, CBS 19.
Senator Ted Cruz is also working on passing the Take It Down Act, which would also require sites to remove the modified media within 48 hours to prevent it from floating around the World Wide Web forever, which leads to long-term impacts within higher education and job hunting.